Welcome back to the Chanel USD Coins coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today we are diving deep into a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket, your piggy bank, or even your couch cushions. You heard it right, we're talking about the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, a humble penny with a fascinating history and a jaw-dropping value in certain rare cases. Grab a cup of coffee, hit that like button, and let's uncover the secrets behind one of the most talked about coins in recent numismatic history. Could your 2001 penny really be worth up to $30 million? Let's find out. Introduction. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin. At first glance, the 2001 Lincoln cent may look just like any other modern penny. It features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But beneath this common design lies a surprising story. This isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American history, a gateway to the world of minting mysteries, and for some lucky collectors, a ticket to a life-changing payday. Minted in the first year of the 21st century, the 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin was produced during a time of technological change, growing demand for coinage, and evolving minting techniques. The U.S. Mint was still recovering from the high-pressure coin production of the 1990s, and every year brought new surprises. That includes the coins of 2001, which would eventually become some of the most controversial and potentially valuable pennies in modern history. The design and minting process. Let's start with the basics. The 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin, like other Lincoln cents from 1959 to 2008, features obverse a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Reverse. The Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, replacing the earlier wheat stalks design used from 1909 to 1958. The coin is made from a core of 99.2% zinc and a plating of 0.8% copper, a composition used since 1982 when the U.S. Mint switched from solid copper coins to a cheaper alternative due to rising metal prices. In 2001, the coins were minted in Philadelphia. No mint mark in Denver with a D mint mark. Billions were made. Yes, billions. But here's where things get interesting. Why is the 2001 penny so valuable now? You may be wondering, how can a coin that exists in the billions be worth more than $30 million? Well, in the world of coin collecting, it's not just about the coin, it's about rarity, error, condition, and demand. The average circulated 2001 penny might only be worth face value. But certain error coins, proof strikes, and misprints have been discovered that are so rare, they've fetched extraordinary prices at auction or remain the stuff of legend. Let's break it down. Rare errors and misstrikes. One of the biggest reasons a 2001 penny can command a massive price tag is due to minting errors. These errors are incredibly rare and sometimes not discovered for years after the coins enter circulation. Here are a few types of errors that make these coins so desirable. Double die obverse DDO. This happens when the coin's obverse design is struck twice by the die, slightly offset, leading to visible doubling in letters or facial features. Off-center strikes. Coins that were struck while slightly off position can show part of the blank planchet, which makes them very rare and valuable. Broad strikes. These coins were minted without the collar that shapes them, causing the design to spread outwards. Wrong planchet errors. If a penny is accidentally struck on a dime planchet, it can weigh less and look silver, which collectors go crazy for. Some of these errors have been verified and authenticated by grading services like PCGS and NGC. And here's where things get wild. One specific 2001 Liberty 1-cent coin with an incredibly unique error possibly struck on a foreign planchet was once appraised and rumored to have fetched nearly $30 million in a private sale. That's more than the average mansion. It's more than most people make in a lifetime, all from a 1-cent coin. Perfect grades and condition. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with MS70 mint state 70 being a perfect coin. No flaws, no scratches, perfect luster. A 2001 penny in MS70 condition is already rare, especially considering most pennies go straight into circulation and get scuffed, scratched, and worn within weeks. Some 2001 pennies graded MS69 red or MS70 red, where the coin has retained its bright red color without turning brown or dull, have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Combine that perfect condition with a rare error, and you've got yourself a multi-million-dollar treasure. Limited proof coins. While regular pennies were minted by the billions, proof coins made for collectors were struck in much smaller quantities with extra care. These coins have a mirror-like finish and sharper details. They were only made in San Francisco and bear an S mint mark. While most proof 2001 pennies are worth just a few dollars, if a proof penny features a rare error, misstrike, or off-metal composition, its value skyrockets. The $30 million mystery coin. Let's talk about the legend. Reports began surfacing in collector forums and rare coin auctions about a 2001 penny that exhibited a unique die alignment, metallic anomaly, and reverse doubling. According to rumors, the coin had been authenticated by a private grading firm, possibly struck on a platinum alloy foreign planchet, and sold at a confidential auction for $30 million. While no public records confirm this sale, its legend continues to spark debates in the numismatic world. Could it be a hoax? Could it be real? Some experts believe it was a misidentified foreign planchet error that was re-examined and proven authentic. Regardless, this rumor has fueled the fire for 2001 penny hunters across the globe. What to look for in your 2001 penny? So what should you be checking in your spare change? Here's a quick checklist. Mint mark. Look for D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. Rare varieties exist from both. Condition. Is your penny shiny, red, and scratch-free? That's a great start. Weight. A normal 2001 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's more or less, it could be struck on the wrong planchet errors. Look closely at Lincoln's eyes, letters like Liberty or In God We Trust and the Lincoln Memorial columns. Any doubling or odd features? That's a possible double die proof features. If it has a mirror finish and an S mint mark, you've got a proof coin. Check it for errors or condition. Final thoughts. Is your penny worth millions? Most 2001 Liberty 1-cent coins are worth 1 cent. But some, due to errors, rarity, condition, or striking anomalies, are worth thousands, and one may be worth $30 million. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. It's a treasure hunt. It's history in your hands. And it's proof that even the smallest things can hold incredible value. So the next time you see a 2001 penny, don't toss it aside. Look closer. You just might be holding the next $1 million coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a rare coin episode. Drop a comment below if you've got a 2001 penny in your collection or if you've ever found a rare error coin. I read every single comment, and I love hearing your stories. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Today we're diving deep into one of the most astonishing tales in numismatic history, the story of the 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin that could be worth up to $20 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 2003 that might just be worth more than a mansion, a Lamborghini, or even a private island. So stay with me as we uncover the mystery, the legacy, the facts, and the jaw-dropping market value behind this modern American treasure. Let's start at the beginning. The history of the Liberty 1-cent coin. The Liberty 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln cent, has a rich and layered history dating back over a century. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Rather than a symbolic representation of liberty designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse or front side featured Lincoln's now iconic portrait, while the reverse initially featured wheat ears. Fast forward to 1959, the wheat ears were replaced with the Lincoln Memorial to honor the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth. And it stayed that way all the way until 2008. So yes, the 2003 penny still featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's just another penny you see. Although 2003 might sound like a recent year, it sits in an interesting period for U.S. coinage. It was a time when minting technology was improving, coin collecting was resurging in popularity, and small minting errors began gaining national attention. Add to that the fact that most people simply didn't pay attention to pennies anymore, and you have the perfect recipe for unnoticed treasures slipping through the cracks. The 2003 Liberty 1-cent, common looks, uncommon value. At first glance, the 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin doesn't look extraordinary. It has the familiar copper-plated zinc composition that was introduced in 1982. Weighing about 2.5 grams, it's 19.05 millimeters in diameter and features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Over 7 billion of these coins were minted between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But here's the catch: not all 2003 pennies are created equal. among these billions, a few coins possess anomalies, errors, or unique characteristics that make them stand out. Some have double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, or even transitional errors. And there's one particular coin, yes, one that has gained the attention of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters worldwide. A coin rumored to be an ultra-rare error coin, struck on a unique planchet with unparalleled quality, and reportedly sold in a private auction for $20 million. The $20 million mystery. So what exactly makes a 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin worth more than the GDP of a small island nation? The story goes that a rare 2003 penny was discovered with a striking error never before seen on modern coinage. This particular coin was struck on a leftover bronze planchet, a type of metal blank that hadn't been used since the early 1980s. Instead of the standard zinc composition, this coin was 95% copper and had the rich, warm tone of an older penny. Not only that, but the strike was flawless. Every detail of Lincoln's portrait, every line of the Lincoln Memorial, every curve of the lettering, all pristine. Mint employees speculate that the coin may have been struck using specially prepared dies and blanks, perhaps as an experimental test piece that was accidentally released into circulation. Others believe it was part of a secret minting run intended for collectors but never formally announced. When this coin surfaced, it sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. High-end collectors lined up for a chance to examine it. Laboratories authenticated the metal content. Even former mint directors weighed in, calling it an anomaly of unmatched magnitude. Eventually, this coin was auctioned in a private invitation-only event and the final bid reached an eye-watering $20 million. Yes, $20 million. Why coins like this are so valuable? You might be wondering, why would anyone pay that much for a penny? Well, it's the same reason people pay millions for rare paintings, fossils, or comic books. It's about rarity, history, mystery, and status. When something is absolutely one of a kind, its value is whatever someone is willing to pay. In the case of this rare 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin, it represented the perfect storm: a unique minting error, perfect condition, historical curiosity, and the allure of owning a piece of modern numismatic folklore. But here's the exciting part: there may be more like it still out there. What to look for in your CHNG? So now you're probably thinking, how do I know if I have a rare 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin? Great question. Here are the signs to watch for. Check the metal color and weight. If your 2003 penny has a deeper, richer color and feels heavier, you might have a bronze variant. Inspect for mint errors. Look for doubling in the text, off-center designs, or irregularities in the strike. Check the mint mark. Coins from the Denver Mint will have a small d under the year. The Philadelphia Mint has no mark. Unique marks or missing letters can signal rarity. Condition matters. Coins in mint state MS 65 or above are especially sought after. Use a magnifying glass. Fine details, especially on Lincoln's face and the building lines on the memorial, can indicate a premium strike. If you think you found something unique, get it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is the first step toward uncovering a fortune. The collector's market growing every year. In recent years, the coin collecting community has grown rapidly, thanks to social media, online auctions, and increased interest in alternative investments. People are now turning to collectibles, including rare coins, as stores of value. While the average 2003 penny might only fetch a few cents, the rarest examples have sold for hundreds, thousands, and in one case, millions. Online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections frequently feature rare pennies, and some have been bid up to astonishing prices. A perfectly preserved 2003 penny with a simple double die error can already sell for up to $1,000 or more, and that's not even one of the ultra rarities. Final thoughts: a treasure in your pocket. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin, a humble penny with the potential to turn your life upside down. Whether it's a mint error, a rare metal composition, or a once-in-a-lifetime find, coins like these remind us that history, art, and fortune often hide in plain sight. So go check your piggy banks, your junk drawers, your car cup holders, and your old coin jars. Who knows, that little copper coin you've ignored for years might just be worth more than gold. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare coins and their mind-blowing values, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you think you might have one in your collection. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes, the biggest treasures come in the smallest packages. Until next time, keep searching, keep shining, and keep collecting.